Okay, so let's go a little bit further with direct quotations with quotation marks. A direct quote, remember, is the speaker's exact words. Now, those exact words, that direct quote, can begin a sentence or it can come at the end of it. Either way, it always starts with a capital letter and is enclosed in quotation marks. Note that the placement of the comma in both cases comes before the ending of the quotation marks or before the quotation marks begin. Okay? Here's what it looks like at the beginning of a sentence. So if the quote comes at the beginning of the sentence, you start the sentence with the quotation marks to note that somebody is actually speaking this. I like that CD. Now we have a comma to tell us that the rest of the sentence is continuing, ending our quotation marks to note that this is the end of the direct quote, and then finally ending the sentence with the source words Keith said, and the period at the end of the sentence. Notice that the quotation marks can also come at the end of the sentence though. Keith said, now I'm going to have a comma here to show that there is a quotation going to start, but I still want to separate it a little bit. So my comma comes before my quotation marks. So I've got the comma. Now I'm going to start my quotation marks. I like that CD. Now I have a period here because this is the end of our sentence. And then we're ending the sentence completely with the quotation marks after the period. Notice that each sentence contains a direct quote. We just need to add the missing quotation marks. Make sure that we're adding them in the right spot, okay? Make sure that you're going to put them after the punctuation in the sentence. Take a look. My cat is tearing up the furniture, said Miss Lipinski. Notice that Miss Lipinski, our source words, is coming at the very end of this sentence. So here are our source words, said Miss Lipinski. So we know that the quote is what she's actually saying. These are her actual words. We need to add the quotation marks before and after them. My cat is tearing up the furniture. So add your quotation marks and make sure that they come after the punctuation, after this comma. Perfect. And that's all you're doing. Let's do one more. The police officer said, you were going over the speed limit. What are the source words in this one? If you said, the police officer said, you are absolutely right. This is the source of the quote. This is where the quote is coming from. This is who is speaking the actual quote. Now, the direct quote is, you were going over the speed limit. This is a police officer's actual words. So we're going to put our quotation marks around that. And notice I'm putting them after the punctuation. In this case, our period comes at the end. And notice again that our comma separates the source words from the direct quote in either instance, whether it came at the beginning or whether it came at the end. All right, continue on and complete the rest.